Speaker A. I was about 7 when I saw this old house for the first time. It used to belong to my grandparents, but it's been sold and resold several times since then. Amusingly, the main reason why people are still interested in buying it is the rumours that my great-grandfather hid some treasure somewhere in the house. It's hard to believe it, but each time the new owners of the house call me and ask to help in their search. There's a belief that the treasure can reveal itself only to a member of the family. Speaker B.
My grandparents live in a remote settlement, but I like visiting them very much. They have a great collection of old books about adventurous sailors and travellers, pirates and treasure hunters. Each time I come across a treasure hunting story, I start to believe it's possible to find some treasure in real life. And though I've never found any, all these stories bring some romance to my everyday routine, and I like the feeling very much.
Speaker C. The house has belonged to our family for a century and a half. My grandfather and my dad were born there, and it's a piece of our history. But I was offered a job in the city, and commuting every day was absolutely exhausting. At first, I tried to read in the train, but it didn't help much. I still felt that I wasted too much time on commuting. Now I live in a small flat in the city, and my treasure of a house is left unattended. I'm considering the prospect of selling it. Speaker D.
I moved into this house a year ago. It just happened that I lost my job in the city, and living in the country is much cheaper. I inherited this house from my grandparents, who were far from ordinary people. Inside, you can see the furniture made from single logs of wood. It's a real treasure. It was made by some of my ancestors centuries ago, but it looks awesome. I bought all the other decor to match this furniture. That's why my house is maybe too traditional, but definitely unusual.
Speaker E. Due to my job, I have to change cities and even countries quite often. Each time I come to a new place, I rent an apartment, and each time my home looks different. Except for my armchair. It may sound silly, but wherever I move, I drag this old armchair with me. It's so cosy that it makes me feel at home anywhere. Back from work, I sit in it and enjoy reading adventure and detective stories. And when I have a permanent home of my own, my armchair will settle down there too. You have 30 seconds to complete.